Previously, on Legacy of Ash. Welcome to Magos. You are welcome guests at my estate. Remy, can we talk?
Bria, leave me alone.
I'm sorry, but there's a dress code at this establishment.
Come on, RC. Let's get out of here.
Let's go get some clothes. We should check out this masquerade ball. Maybe we can sneak into that Old Republic collection they're talking about.
So the camera opens, interior dive bar. Some time has passed. Remy is sitting in his booth still, or has he moved up to the bar?
Probably moved up to the bar at this point.
The camera pushes into the crowd as some people are kind of gathered around Remy, and you just kind of hear loud shouts like, "I used to be somebody, damn it!" kind of stuff like that. Remy is clearly smashed. And the bartender is like, "Hey man, you gotta take it easy, okay? I'm gonna have to cut you off if you keep up like this."
Cut me off? Cut me off from what? I've already lost everything, man.
Then that's even more reason why I need to stop you from drinking yourself to death.
Yeah.
Look,
take way more, man.
You look like you need some help, man. Not at the bottom of a bottle. Okay, that'll help you get over your stuff, but you got some demons going on, man. You should probably just go.
I kind of grab him by the shirt and kind of shove him up against the back of the bar.
So you kind of grab him, pull him forward, and shove him back, kind of thing.
And then kind of be like, "You don't even know what demons are."
So bottles just fall and smash, and he kind of collects himself up, and everybody's yelling at you. And he's like, "Get the hell out of here before I make you!"
And I just kind of pull my gun on him. As other people are kind of coming to pull me off, I pull my gun and stick it on him. And it's just that holdout.
Yeah.
But it's enough to make everyone stop. And I kind of back out of the bar.
And everybody kind of gives you space. And you kind of back out of the bar. And what happens when you exit the bar? Everybody just kind of leaves. You hear the door lock behind you.
Mm-hmm. I kind of just imagine Bria is already with a driver or something, and she's just standing outside of a speeder waiting.
Just waiting for you? They tracked your comlink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why else would they give them to us?
Yeah. So there's a speeder, a sleek black speeder with tinted windows, just sitting there waiting for you. And as you kind of stumble out, you're kind of looking at this guy, and you're like, "Fuck you, guy!" Just being a dick. And he's like, "Your ride, sir." He gestures to it.
And I guess I get in.
Okay. And then so you open the door and you see someone sitting on the farther space. You kind of duck in and you're kind of swerving and swabbling a little bit, and you just see it's Bria. And she goes, "Remy, please just get in."
I get in, and we kind of go down the road and sit in silence for a little until Remy just goes, "That's not my name."
I'm sorry, what?
Remy, it's not my name.
Do you prefer Reminald now?
No, my name's Garrick. Garrick Carell.
But I don't get it. Why would your parents give you two names?
You don't get it, Bria. So much has happened since you left.
A lot has happened, yes. And I'd like to talk to you about it, but you keep pushing me away.
They weren't my parents. Novus? I'm not a Novus.
Oh, Remy, you are drunk and not making any sense.
Why did you go, Bria? You didn't even say goodbye.
Driver, can you take us to these coordinates, please? Remy, I have relived those last few days on Hope's Light far too many times. Part of me wishes I never would have left. But another part of me, a bigger part of me, knows that if I hadn't have left, maybe I'd be dead by now.
You should have just stayed on Corellia.
The heart doesn't work like that, though. You had been such a big part of my life, and you were back. And it was exciting to see you again. It brought back all the old memories of getting in trouble and pissing off my dad. And just I wasn't prepared for what you were bringing. I wasn't ready for that. I thought I was, but I mean, we robbed a train, Remy. For what? Because a droid needed to? Like, this is insane. This isn't real life. Real life is that there are thousands of people out there in the galaxy struggling every day just to scrape by. There are slavers who take people because someone else wants to own them. It's just... I had to get out of there, and I didn't know it at the time. I wasn't ready for this. What happened to you? The driver kind of pulls over. You guys are on this, like, hilltop area. And it's, it overlooks the entire area. It's kind of this sprawling city that unfolds in front of you, and then off to the other side is this ocean that goes on for seemingly forever. And she gestures, "Would you like to sit with me?"
No. As I, sit down.
Well, you guys get out of the car
Yeah.
and, walk over, yeah. I don't know what to tell you, Remy. I'm sorry. Look, I didn't plan for any of this. I waited for you to rescue me. For days. For weeks. I was hoping that you would somehow find out about the ship that I got on or something. I thought you were going to come for me, and you didn't. But someone did. And when I was finally freed from that cripping nightmare, he brought me here.
Why did you come back? Why did you hunt us down and break us out?
Because I still love you. Because I still care. Because in the few weeks that I was with you and your friends, I felt alive. I've never been closer to death up until that point, and it was exhilarating. I felt like I was doing something. But ultimately it felt like it was so misguided. You guys had your task. You guys had your mission. I knew that my lot in life was bigger than that, though. It was different. It was to help heal.
And now look at you. You're royalty, basically. You're gonna be.
I think it's kind of like ironic, and maybe your character even says something like this, like, she was pretty well off before. Her dad was the lieutenant governor of the Corellian sector, yeah.
She's just going from one kind of slavery to the next to almost seems like.
Remy, this is different. Look, I'm not doing this for Bren. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this... He wants to be more active. He wants to fight the fight that's happening out there. The real fight. The fight for this whole criffing galaxy. These other Hapans are perfectly fine just sitting in their little pink bubble, waiting for this war to end.
Are you sure? Are you sure he wants what you want?
Do you know how many men he lost trying to rescue you?
Are you sure he doesn't just say these things because he wants you?
Maybe they're not so different. You know, here in Hapes, the women have power. Once we marry, it's uneasy to say this, but he has cast his lot in with me. And I don't plan on sitting back on my laurels and living in this manner like the princess that you always wanted me to be. You always claimed me to be. I am doing this for the rebellion.
If you say so, Bria.
Don't sit there and pretend like we all haven't sacrificed. You were in prison. You got yourself there. I saw the reports of Dantooine. I saw what you guys did. There's vids of it. You guys killed innocent people, just as many as Imperials. You're reckless, and you got caught.
This was never about Dantooine. That's the thing, you see one picture, Bria, you never see the whole thing. Just...
Remy, I am sorry. I don't know what you want from me.
Congratulations on your wedding and stuff, but I don't know if I'm gonna be around for it.
I really hope that you would be. In fact, I was hoping that you would honor me at my wedding.
I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could survive that.
Hapans have this ceremony. As isolated as they are, they still value their military might. Very much so. And at this union, at the celebration, they have fighters fly overhead and release this. It's difficult to understand, but they release this crystallized dust to cement the union as well as start the celebration of the union that follows. If you are around and if you are feeling so brave, I would love for you to fly lead. It is to be considered one of the highest honors. Think on it. I am sorry for everything. This is my life now, though. And I can't pretend I'm a little girl on Corellia any longer. Something happened to you in prison, I can tell, or maybe it was before then. Something happened to you, and I hope you can go back, Garrick, to being the person, the man that you were before. Otherwise, this galaxy will crush you. It's so very rare that people escape their cages. I didn't get out of mine the same, but I'm starting to get there. I hope in my heart of hearts that you can too.
I think that's a good scene spot.
Okay, deal. So I think that she would probably get into the speeder and just you could get another ride later, unless you want to head back and then she'll stay there. But I don't really know if you guys are riding back together.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
All right. So she leaves you be, and she jets out of there. We're gonna cut back to Bruto and RC. What kind of mischief or mayhem did they find? They went back and they were kind of talking about. They were sitting at the bar drinking a little bit, and they actually got credits transferred to this cred shit that you guys have. Basically, Bren found out that you guys are dirt poor,
Yeah.
and he basically gave you guys like complimentary credits for being guests at his estate. They're not much, but they're enough to go have fun with. Probably a couple hundred credits.
Okay. So we've already, I assume we got food.
Yes, you
Probably
guys
went
ate.
shopping too. and got
You guys can get like guest clothes.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
reasonable attire that makes us not look so
Yeah.
off-worldy.
Yeah. So you guys can definitely just kind of get changed and just wear whatever. Like obviously the estate it has anything has anything that you might want. So so you guys. So what kind of trouble did you guys end up finding?
I think...
It would probably be off the estate.
Yeah. We probably, we got our food and clothes and everything and look a little less touristy.
Yep.
And I think we probably went to just, a reasonable bar.
Okay.
Just a real place.
Deal.
Where we can feel like people again.
Deal. Do you want like a nightclub, or do you want
Probably not. We're old people.
Okay. Yeah, there's like a casino.
That'll work.
Okay, let's try that soundscape.
We gotta go play some bingo. I mean, Spingo.
I think it's called Bango.
Bang.
Unfortunately,
it is.
What an entrepreneur! He was actually named after the game. No, that's even worse.
Bango was his name. Oh.
His parents named him Bango after their favorite old person game.
He tries to talk about how the game was named after him.
No, yeah.
But everybody knows it's.
He's just retaking the word from old people with his strong entrepreneurial game. All right, so you guys are sitting at a casino.
That's why he has so many businesses, so he can have so many different business cards that say
Yep.
Bango, and they're like, it's not just a game.
Yep.
Bango.
So you guys are relaxing. You're maybe not gambling so much.
No, we don't have a lot of money.
RC might be gambling a little more than he probably should be. Right, so you guys are sitting there drinking, relaxing, and he's like, "Man, I tell you, this place is pretty nice.
Right? Isn't this just great?
I feel like,
being able to sit here and be treated like real people.
oh my gosh, man, I feel like this is the vacation that you guys mentioned a while back on Dantooine, and I feel like I'm finally getting my dues, I've been working with you guys and sweating it out and getting shot at, getting bit by cat hounds in the butt, and here I am, getting my just desserts."
Yeah.
And as a woman walks by, he snags over a plate of cake and my just desserts.
RC, I'm content with these space peanuts on the table.
That's fine, man.
These are really good.
RC wants his cake and he wants to eat it.
Listen,
he does.
I thought we were on vacation, mate. He has chocolate all over his shit. Why? Because bitches love cake, right?
Bitches do love cake. That
Yep.
is proven.
Yep.
And he's just going bananas
Yeah,
with it.
chocolate cake. Who would have known clone troopers? That's their true weakness. Built in and engineered a tiny flaw. Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
Yeah.
But they can't eat strawberry cake because it'll kill them.
Oh, we can't eat strawberry cake, man, because it could kill us. We gotta tell you.
Just like that.
It's pretty much the worst for us. Our brains literally implode.
RC, we are on vacation. Let's have some fun. Let's get.
Can we just
stupid
cut
drunk.
to karaoke?
Absolutely.
So
we
that-
need some band names for some karaoke.
Yeah, well, no, we're just gonna do a montage, right?
Just a
So
montage,
there's karaoke. What else?
Sweet Caroline.
Space.
So we've got karaoke, and we've got, of course, a few bad casino games, stuff that's really cheap, that
Like
they
penny
just,
slots.
yeah, that we can afford.
There's another shot of you guys on stage dancing with showgirls, trying to do the high kick, but he's an old man and you're missing an arm, so one of the girls is freaked out because there's a nub over her.
No.
Yeah.
There's a street magician who's doing tricks with RC as the fall guy.
Or no, she's hypnotized and he's like.
We're having a time.
We are having a time, right? And then, like, maybe it ends with karaoke again.
Right.
And we finish our song, and everybody's cheering, and we go and, like, crash into our table again, where there's, like, another round of shots waiting.
You know, RC, what really sucks?
I mean, vacuum mostly. It was all space a joke.
The crippling
Slam.
crippling loneliness of space.
I thought we... No, don't... Oh,
I
Bruto,
don't
you're
have
not
enough money to get an arm.
Bruto, don't be a depressive drunk.
I can't help it.
Oh, no. You're killing the buzz, man.
RC, I can't shake your hand.
Bruno starts crying. Oh, no. And then RC's... No. RC,
Not you, that me!
oh, there's something in my eye, mate.
I can't shake your hand. And, like, I can't get a replacement.
Nobody shakes left-handed. Nobody will
I
want.
want to, though.
No, man. Nobody
I
does
can't
that.
do my job. The one thing I do.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, mate. I get that because when I executed Order 66, in a way, I did my job, and then I had to stop doing my job, so it's kind of the same thing. I didn't lose my arm, but I lost my
Your purpose.
I was gonna say my life, but yeah, my purpose, I guess.
That's all life is.
I never wanted to shake left-handed though.
Well,
But I get.
it's a Clatuinian thing.
Oh, okay. I got you.
It's what we do. It's how we greet each other, and I can't do that. It's
Okay.
like my people's culture.
I gotta go to the refresher, cause I haven't taken a leak in like. I lost my watch. I lost my chronometer.
My watch! That was on my left hand! My push-to-talk chronometer. I'd had that since I was a kid.
Alright, I'm gonna go. You look like you're about to real
My mom
cry.
gave me that watch!
Like, I'm gonna go. Oh, I gotta pee. I'm peeing a little bit. And he kind of runs off. And you're just like, almost like heave crying. Yeah. And you're just like, my push to
My
talk
watch!
chronometer.
They didn't
And-
take my watch!
And like, there's this like.
Floating in space connected to your arm. It's okay. You can find
Probably.
it.
Yeah.
Well, somebody in space who's walking one day may find it and be like, oh, hey, it's 4 o'clock.
So as you're kind of like sullen and sulking, there's like this air
People
of
cheering in the
Quebec.
background.
It's a yeah.
People cheering.
Yeah, people are still having. There's a new karaoke group and they're killing it.
It's always day, so there's always new people coming in.
Yep.
It's gonna take some getting used to.
So you're sitting there sulking, crying. There's a smell of like rich tobacco hanging heavy in the air, and as you kind of look around, you see this like very beautiful kind of late middle age human woman, and she has this extravagant outfit on. She has furs over her shoulder, and she walks up to you, and she goes, "Why are you crying?
Cause I don't have an arm.
Weren't you just up there singing the most immaculate rendition of
Space Caroline.
Space Caroline.
Space Caroline?"
I get like that sometimes. It just is a drink. Hi,
Hi,
I'm Bruto.
I'm Countess Varusk.
Countess Varusk.
Why are you writing that down?
I'm not.
Are
I'm
you
just
that drunk?
alcohol addled.
Well,
You're a countess?
yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, it is very cool.
Can I buy you a drink?
I would prefer to buy you one, but maybe water?
Calf.
Calf. So she comes back, or she disappears, and RC comes back and goes, "Oh my god, there are some beautiful women. I think they're on like college break or something. We should go see if we could try to like get them to make poor life choices tonight, mate."
RC, that's all we ever do, but I got a countess I'm chatting up right now?
College roommates.
Countess? Big bucks?
Alright, enjoy being a lapdog, mate. I'm gonna go make poor life choices with
That's
these
a
girls.
terrible stereotype.
They have Space Cane.
Save me some.
I can't promise anything. All I'll see, he's got some big nostrils, mate. And he starts running away. So as he gets up, he says, I got big nostrils, as he's running away.
And my fingernails are really long too.
She comes over and she goes, was that your friend?
Yeah,
Well,
we've been through a lot.
I'm sure you have a lot of stories. Like, your arm, you seem to be holding at it quite a bit.
Yeah. Imperials done shot it off.
Those bloody savages.
They really are.
She kind of puts her arm or her hand on you and starts rubbing your shoulder a little bit.
Which one?
Right here. She's sitting.
Okay, the right one.
Yeah.
Like the left one where there's a lack of arm.
You look like someone who needs to be taken care of right now. Can I take care of you?
Where this is.
I
Met a cougar. Go with it.
If you roll a triumph, you end up as a sex slave.
It's happened in previous campaigns, yeah.
and you disappear for 3 days.
True.
Return just in time for the wedding.
It's been a long time.
For what?
I don't get taken care of. I take care of others.
Everyone takes care of someone. Let me take care of you.
I guess I take my drink real quick and finish it.
Okay.
That was hot calf.
I got big nostrils!
RC is gone.
Yeah.
Yes,
He might have not gone to the bathroom and did cocaine and came back to get you for more.
Say goddamn! It is hot enough that it just kind of felt like alcohol.
Yeah.
Bruto's maybe that
It's
far.
definitely like waking you up a little bit
Boo!
more. Yeah.
That was not booze.
What did you say your name was?
It's Bruto.
Bruto.
Bruto Lance.
It is a beautiful name, Bruto.
Oh, thank you.
Shall
I
we?
picked it myself.
Is that your culture?
Somewhat.
Well, perhaps we should get a bite to eat while we chat more.
That would be great.
Deal. And you guys, the camera watches you guys walking through a crowd as she puts her arm around you and basically walks you out of the casino. Deal. And then you see RC with like a college girl on his back as he's like running, and there's like security guards chasing him as the camera cuts. Deal. All right.
One way
so
or another, RC's gonna have a wild night.
RC's on vacation, okay? Let me make that clear. You guys might not remember RC all that much, but RC will remember this night if he can
hasn't
remember
lived like
with the
this.
amount of drugs
If
he's
he
about
can
to.
remember.
He hasn't
Yeah.
lived like this since the war ended.
I can't do that many drugs. My heart isn't as good as it used to be. All right.
I'm 23 years old.
You are? Yeah, I have this rare Benjamin Button disease. All right, so we're gonna cut back to the estate where Var and Triz have arrived back for the night, or for the day. This is gonna be
For
hard
the
to
time
get used to.
being.
Yeah.
For the
time
the
being.
time.
the later part of the day that's still a continuous day.
For the time.
The worst thing is we're gonna all mess up our sleep cycles.
Oh man, that's
I've been
terrible.
up for like 30 hours because I just don't know when it's nighttime.
Also,
All right.
Tatooineans shake one hand and then the next.
We have customs.
Listen, we're very complicated people that worship the Hutts as gods. All right,
Maybe.
So,
And magic
right.
crystals.
So,
Won't let you
what's
take them
Var
off
up
the
to
cake.
when she gets back?
Var wants to find more. Var's on the whole collector mission.
Deal.
Because she already feels like she effed up, and so she's grasping at straws, even though she might not. That might not actually be Vox. She hears anything that might possibly be. She's like, I'm gonna go down this until it fucks me over.
Deal. So let's just say that you guys end up talking to, maybe you guys find Bren kind of outside and you're like, well, he knows everything, you know?
His home.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you guys, I knew I had like okay. So he's standing by like the ocean and he's just kind of looking out. And he's chatting with a couple of his associates or something, and they kind of leave, and then he sits down on this chair and he's kind of relaxing. Are you with her? Or are you by yourself, or what's?
I think at this point we kind of talked on the way back to the estate, and so I'm kind of caught up with the whole masquerade and the possibility of there being Vox.
Perfect. So you're going to powwow as well, just to see what information you can get. Okay, perfect. So you guys roll up on him, and he's in sunglasses. He's in a bathing suit. He has abs for days. So he
Continuous day.
Yeah, for quite literally abs.
So really only have
abs
one.
without ending. Yeah. So take that as you will. He either has one ab or endless abs.
One ab. Fuck. He is a muscle.
Right. So he's just sitting there, and he sees the shadows kind of loom over him, and he looks up and he goes, "Ladies, please have a seat."
So I think Var and I just kind of sit on either side of him.
Okay. How are you enjoying Magos and the estate?
You got some snotty people here, but
Yes.
other than that, it's beautiful.
Don't get me started on the culture of Hapans.
Yeah.
Trust me, I consider myself to be very much a space hipster.
Well, I mean, you were nice enough to, for some reason, rescue us.
Typing his autobiography on his typewriter.
That's what he's doing. He's not exciting himself. He's just tapping away.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that?
You were nice enough for some reason to rescue us, but somebody told us we couldn't even get food at a food shelter because of how we were dressed. I don't know. You got some rude
He
people.
looks at you and he goes, "Oh dear Lord."
You should.
We
Well,
have clothes here at the estate that you should change into if
Well-
you're going out into the town.
You don't like our...
it's too late.
You can dress however you want. You're guests at my house, by all means. But if you leave the estate, you might want to look as much like a Hapan as possible. It'll get you farther.
You mean Hapans don't dress like this?
This would have been nicer information to know earlier, but I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask an NPC floating around for custom cultures and stuff like that. And RC somewhere goes, "How meta!"
RC goes, "I've got huge nostrils!"
Still running with the collar.
Yeah, down the beach, there's college girls and
3
RC.
cops chasing him on foot.
You'll never take me
I
back
can
to
go for
prison.
days! I'm engineered for it!
You'll never take me back to prison. Alright, anyways. I'm not sure RC will make it off Hapes at this
We're
point.
just gonna leave him
No, they're
there.
gonna force him to leave with us.
Oh my god, he might be expendable. I don't know how RC dies. Alright, anyways. Clack, clack, clack. Ka-chink.
About the culture of your planet, I hear there's a masquerade ball happening.
We have many celebrations. Hapes, Mirgos.
But this one's like in a few days, so you should know about it.
I've been preparing for my celebration of union. I'm very preoccupied. If this is a masquerade ball put on, do you know who the host is?
The collector.
Oh, he has the best parties.
Yeah?
Yes, of course.
Where does he get his collections from? Where does he live?
Oh, well, he is, as you might understand, a collector. He is very
It's
wealthy.
kind of in his name.
And he is able to collect and trade and
What
barter.
does he collect?
All sorts of manner of things. Creatures, artifacts from ancient lands, ancient times.
If he got a new collection in, and he was having it appraised or what word am I looking for? Spruced up because it's old. Where would he
Curated.
take it? Curated. Thank you. Where would he take it? Where would it go?
He has some of the best curators in the galaxy in his estate.
Where's his estate? I want to go to the ball.
Yes, his estate is not the one hosting the ball. The ball is being held by the Grand Ballroom.
Where's the grand ballroom?
It's in the center of the city.
How do we get tickets? Can we get tickets? We want to go.
I can probably have that arranged.
We should have a ball. We should go to the ball.
Do we
Do you
get
know-
dresses? Can we
Yeah,
get
so
dresses?
he kind of brings something up on his data pad. He's like, "Well, you're in luck. It is the night before we are set to be wed."
It would be such a good way to celebrate your coming union.
Why do I sense mischievousness coming from the two of you?
Us?
hasn't noticed
Never. We just want to go to a ball, dress up, and
We just
feel
like to
pretty.
get fancy.
Oh, yes, but what is this nonsense
Are
about
you
the
saying
collector?
that we can't be pretty?
You can be whatever you want at my estate.
You can certainly try.
Is this your customs idea of pretty? Because if so, you are immaculate.
Question mark?
Ka-ching.
He says,
Sick burn.
question mark as he
it
puts
says
one in.
Sick burn on the thing. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just someone goes around calling themselves the Collector. It's kind of interesting.
He did not start calling himself the Collector. That is a right given to him by our collective.
Well, you know, if he's hosting the party, we just want to go and make a good impression. So we just want to make sure that we don't do anything offensive.
Like, apparently...
Bria has told me that there is no such thing as a good impression that the two of you can leave.
What has Bria told you about us? What
Bria
has Bria
talks
told you
about
about
us.
me?
Get the burn ointment.
She nothing. She mostly just calls you Blue She-Devil.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
I once
Well,
heard
that's
that
pretty
you
true.
that you showed your genitalia to children.
I mean, there was more involved in that story.
But you do not deny the claim.
There's a
Listen,
lot of lead up to that joke.
I'm not
That's the
entirely
first one.
sure that this masquerade ball is your type of affair.
I don't think you know how much Captain and I actually love to dress up. Captain loves to wear dresses, but she can't very often because she's Captain, so she has to be able to.
This whole endeavor is making me very anxious.
Okay, let's get to the point.
If you could convince Bria that this masquerade ball is a good idea for you to attend, then I would be more than happy to help facilitate it.
See, because the main point is we're broke, and I would really like you to buy us some dresses and some tickets so we could go to the masquerade ball.
Once again, if you can convince Bria that this is a good idea, then I would be more than happy to facilitate. However, Bria has warned me that you two together are a bit of the unruly sort.
I am a captain, thank you very much.
That means nothing.
Do you know where your lovely soon-to-be wife is?
I do believe she was picking up one of your comrades who was apparently pretty drunk.
That could literally be any of them.
She was picking up Reminald.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
And from my understanding, there was still a bit of tension between them, so I have no idea when they might be back.
Well, I mean, she did leave him, so there'd be a
They
little
were
bit of
engaged,
tension.
weren't
What can you tell me about that? I might be able to help grease some wheels for this masquerade ball.
What would you like to know about them?
Well,
They were
I'll
engaged.
volunteer it all for free.
yeah.
No, I won't. I want a dress. And the ticket to the
Did you say
masquerade
they
ball.
were engaged?
Did she not tell you that?
Is that actually true?
No.
Okay, well, Var's telling me it's true.
Roll
so Brent-
deception.
No, she knows this is truth.
of what
She knows this is truth. They were engaged to be wed.
Yeah, that's what we're going with now.
Never.
When was this?
When
Was
we
this back
landed
on Corellia?
Corellia?
I
You're
think,
helping me with this line now, Chica.
I think what happened was that she wouldn't agree to say yes until he had been, like, you know, in the military for like 2 months or something like that.
You guys got like a third of his backstory.
2 months? That seems very an odd. I thought military terms with the Imperials were much longer than that.
Maybe it was years.
That seems.
It's a Corellia thing.
That's what she says quite often, actually.
Isn't it annoying?
I find everything Bria to do to be
I just
intoxicating.
mean like that phrase is annoying.
No, my Bria, she is immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
So
perhaps
dresses?
perhaps the two of you should talk to Bria. You guys had opened a window and then
want to
briefly
talk to
closed it
Bria.
as well. When I compliment my wife, you should compliment it with her with me, lest you not get
I
dresses.
don't like her that much. I can't do that.
Yes, we can. Bria likes me.
How many ranks in deception do you
What
have?
did Bria
Not
call
enough.
me?
Lying is a lot of what you do.
Yeah, no,
Lying is your job.
it is.
Bria said that you had taken her in to your ship, and then you flew her straight into trouble quite often.
Sounds about right.
You made her rob a train with you for a droid,
It wasn't a robbery.
because a droid wanted knickknacks on the train.
He wanted artifacts, but I mean, in her defense, we did break
He
them.
just starts laughing, and he goes,
Artifact knickknack.
"Who cares what a droid wants? Honestly, watch this. Hey, shoot a droid from the cannon, please. Thunk. Splash. I bet he didn't want to do that.
So where's Freya?
She has her comlink on her as far as I can tell.
So I just start hitting the
scene
button.
stopped being serious a second ago.
I just murdered a droid to prove a point.
Of the night.
In the worst kind of way. Fire a droid from the cannon, please.
Why do you have a droid cannon?
For proving points.
For weird circumstances.
I'm a baron.
When you're rich, you have all sorts of toys.
You have one
Well,
of everything.
because the catapult broke.
We felt the trebuchet was too much. I'm sorry. We couldn't see the droid land with the trebuchet.
We just really got tired of the plank.
Bree should be back momentarily.
This is why we can't get anything done. You're just as bad as us.
Fire another droid, please, if you would.
Make this one a protocol.
Thunk.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
My nose, sir, please.
Splash!
Good shot.
Good show, sir.
You're trying to stay on track. It's not my fault I don't know Sterling's backstory.
Jenny started making up facts about Remy and
No,
his
she's
relationship.
the one that said it. So when I went with it, because I forgot.
They were like halfway there afterwards.
Yeah, this sounds like people who kind of took notes throughout an entire campaign of over a year long. Yeah.
Anyway, she said engage
Yeah.
first. I was going for it.
Yeah, and so basically the conversations with ask your mother, okay? Deal.
TLDR.
Oh my gosh. Okay, deal. So, shit, yeah, let's,
All I want to do is find out what the freaking collector is.
So forget meat trucks.
Because he's got my
need a
stupid
droid.
droid.
Droid cannon.
No, she already ordered you a meat truck. It's
I
coming.
think if you guys ever get Vox back, that's offensive to his people. Meat truck defends no one. Oh man, okay. Deal. So let's kind of do
Oh my god.
I guess we could probably just skip to Remy and or Bria returning back to the estate.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll have Bria return back to the estate, and she looks very sullen and very kind of sad. And so she starts walking up, and she sees you two waiting for her.
At least me. I'm
she
assuming
just
that.
Arm and goes away.
She just stops and she goes, "Yes. What?
Why do you look so sad? Aren't you getting married soon? You should be so excited.
I am. I am very excited.
He seems like a great guy.
Oh, you've talked to him.
Very briefly, and then he shot a droid.
She takes another
from a
deep.
cannon.
He did what?
He shot a droid from a cannon.
Two actually.
Two of them.
There were two.
I'm just not quite prepared for that. I don't know how to reply to that. Listen, he's a baron, okay? He's a baron.
We met very briefly.
His family has peculiar ways. What,
Yeah, so-
is this what you're talking about? Are you a droid's right activist?
I don't know. Anyway, I think
Campaign in here somewhere, I
we
believe.
need to celebrate that you're getting married.
Of course, I love celebrations.
I hear there is a ball that is going to happen.
Oh, okay.
A masquerade ball. And I think we should go and celebrate the fact that you're getting married.
It's a night before.
Did you have
It'd
a
be
bachelorette
perfect.
I have not.
Don't you think you need one?
We need tickets and dresses.
And we can go.
With
yeah.
the two of you, though.
Yes.
I mean, we can bring Bruto because you guys really liked him. We won't bring Remy unless you really want me to. If you want me to convince Remy, I can convince Remy to come.
Remy threatened to not even be at my celebration of the Union.
He's just being a
So
grumpy.
rude.
It was very hard to hear that.
Yeah, what an asshole.
We'll
We'll
talk to
change
him.
that.
I can beat him up.
It would make my day very
Far
special.
to hold him. Well,
We won't beat him up. We want him to look
Trouble.
nice for the day of.
we won't punch his face. There's other parts of him we can
I
punch.
actually have a
He'll be
question.
wearing a mask.
I have a question. Did you guys become better friends with Remy since I last left you? Because he didn't seem to care for either one of you terribly much.
We like you better.
Kind of like that sibling you don't really want or you kind of forget you have, but you still put up with them.
RC?
I'm an only child. I do not know of what you speak.
Ask your fiance. Doesn't he have a sibling?
Yes, he has a sister.
He'll know what I mean.
Okay.
It's a family thing. It's fine.
Deal. Okay.
But if I can get him to agree to be at your wedding, can we go to a ball?
I suppose this sounds...
So much fun.
I am very suspicious of the way you approach the topic.
We just... We
Have you
really
ever
want to
been-
go.
No,
What
but
kind of ball is this?
it's a masquerade ball.
So nobody will even know it's us.
Once you cause trouble, they'll know it's you, I'm sure
We
of
won't
it.
cause trouble. I just really want an excuse to get all fancy. I haven't worn a dress in over a year. And I really want to. And I'm not rich enough to buy it.
Okay. Here's the deal. If you behave yourselves until then, we can go to this masquerade ball.
Nice.
But if you cause any trouble there,
At the masquerade ball?
yes, or until then, I will be very displeased.
Okay.
We never cause trouble.
That means no dining and ditching.
You quite often cause trouble.
They're just accidents.
I promise we'll be on our best behavior until the ball.
We robbed a train and she slept with the enemy while doing drugs. That wasn't an accident.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I didn't think you guys got the thing we needed, and he could get us into where we needed to be. There were reasons for sleeping with Mike.
Oh
It's
yeah,
fine.
he was named, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had a name.
Listen, that seems neither here nor there.
I'm just trying to explain that I have reasons for doing some of the things that you perceive as getting in trouble. But
They are clearly objective trouble. There are not. There's no perception. There's no malaligned perception.
but we have a deal. We can go to a ball, and you can have a bachelorette party.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is fine. Okay.
Cool. We need to go dress shopping tomorrow
Okay.
or today. The sun never sets here. At some point, we need to go
When
dress
you learn
shopping.
you'll learn the colors and the cycles.
Okay.
Yes. No worries. Right. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go be alone for some time.
All right, bye.
Don't have too much fun.
Yes. Well, stay out of trouble. For Criff's sake,
We'll
please.
convince Remy to be at your wedding.
Thank you. All right. So she heads out. And she stops and she goes, By the way, my fiance had told me that your former captain was married to his sister.
Oh,
Is that true?
he never mentioned being married or anything, but could be true.
She lives here, on Magos.
Oh,
Does she know her husband is dead?
She believes that he is still missing.
Oh, that's
It-
sad.
It would mean a lot to me
If you were the
and my
one to
fiance if you visited with his widow.
Not really sure if that's in my skill set, but I'll try.
Okay. I'm not really sure masquerade balls are in mine. But I don't really have my character sheet ahead of me, so thank you. Deal. Alright, and so then she turns and kind of bows and returns to the proper manner.
So we're not going to the masquerade, right?
We have to
Yeah,
go to the
that's just not
masquerade.
gonna happen.
We have to go to the masquerade or find some other way to find out where the collector lives.
Does he have a train?
Yes.
Could just break into the masquerade.
We can just break it to the masquerade.
We'll be wearing
Maybe
masks.
we need the dresses. We're at least,
Yes, dresses too.
we're at least
Not
going
just the
dress
masks.
shopping.
We're here for the masquerade. Oh, you didn't say it was a dresserade.
Two of you aren't wearing clothes besides your mask. Sorry, mate. I've got big nostrils. It's hard to find me a mask. By the way, these college bitches are with me. I'm just having sex with him to make my dad mad. He reminds me of my uncle. Don't ask. She's a freak, mate. Alright, anyways. Alright, so the camera opens to like a smoky bistro kind of place, and you see Bruto and Countess Verusk wrapping up dinner. And they have dessert, and they're both thoroughly stuffed, and she leans back and she goes, Bruto, would you care for this evening to continue? I would very much be delighted.
Well, this has been a wonderful evening. I see no reason why it should end so early or late. I am not used to these days yet.
Yes.
This is very strange.
Well, it is getting close to my, night of rest. Would you care to return back to my manor?
It would be an honor, Countess.
So she, once again, you guys leave, you get into this luxurious, there's a platinum-plated,
Oh, Jesus.
limited, edition airspeeder, or, land speeder
So,
that hovers.
I mean, I think this is in the campaign where Bruto gets an awkward boner.
I mean, this thing, and so she kind of steps out, and she looks at you, and she just sees you light up like a little kid, and she goes, would you care to drive?
Drive it. I want to take it apart. Yes.
Okay. Are you in a state where you can?
I'll make do. I will find a way.
Yeah.
If I have to do it with my knees.
So we cut to you recklessly driving this 150,000 credit speeder. This thing's worth more than an X-wing. Yeah, this thing is as nice as they come, and you guys are you're swerving, and you're like, I got it, and you're driving. You guys come to a stop at her manor, and then there's laughter erupting from within the car. You guys stumble out, somewhat still drunk. You stumble up, and her manor continues endlessly. There's room after room. There's a butler that greets you guys. He says, Countess, do you need anything before you retire? And she says, no, go away. She takes you up to this master bedroom. This bedroom is bigger than your ship.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's actually a bedroom bigger than the ship. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
You already said it.
Yeah.
It's there.
Bedroom bigger than a ship. You guys head to this main bed, and as you guys start stripping away clothing, the camera fades. You wake up the next morning, and there is someone standing next to you holding breakfast, and it smells amazing. And there's another person standing next to him holding a different breakfast, and that smells amazing. And there's another person standing on the side of him. And so you have actually 5 different people standing there holding different breakfasts. And she goes, I wasn't quite sure. She's already dressed for the day. She
Right.
looks... now, when you're sober, your head is pounding. You're not entirely sure where you're at or how you got here.
Right.
Or
I am
who
just
these people
naked
are.
in this giant
Yeah.
bed with a bunch of people
But
with
your
food around me.
tail's wagging.
Right.
So, not bad.
Blaster scars in random places and
So the daylight finds her. She is older. She is very well kept, though. She has money, and she remains beautiful with that money. She's not 80 years old or anything
Right.
like that, but she is very much a cougar.
she's a countess.
She's a countess, which is like a cougar with money, right?
Right.
Yeah, not this upper middle class cougar stuff. Yeah,
Duchess.
yeah. So this countess is standing there, well dressed for the day, and she goes, I must attend to a few errands. You are more than welcome to join me, or you may stay here, or you may venture forth. You're more than welcome. I had my servants prepare several different meal types. I'm not terribly familiar with your palate yet.
Countess, I eat pretty much anything that, is good.
Well, sample. If you enjoy this, then I'm sure that you would love to to join me for dinner later this evening as well?
I would love to.
Deal. Well, I must retire for now. I will be back soon. Help yourself around here. Anything you want is yours.
Thank you. I appreciate the gesture.
Of course. And she leaves. You eat breakfast, and after, I mean, you basically do a sampling of all 5
Right.
trays. One of them is like a traditional Klatooinian kind of cuisine, but this is like immaculate. This is like the stuff that the Hutts eat when they go to Klatooine.
I have had one meal since exiting prison. And it was like, just food, and then we went to the casino. So this is like so much. It's just like mind-blowing.
Yeah. So then, even more so afterwards, you get a message delivered to you by her butler. Her butler approaches you and goes, "Sir Lance, I have a message for you from the Countess."
Oh, really? What is it?
Countess Leva Varusk has taken the initiative, if you should so decide, to schedule you a appointment with Magos's chief surgeon to have your arm taken a look at. Your appointment is within the hour, if you should so decide to go.
Why is she doing this?
I know not my countess' motives. She is a very generous woman.
I suppose I will go. She already made the appointment. I wouldn't want to disappoint.
Then let me drive you, sir. It would be my pleasure.
Sure.
Okay. And we basically will cut with you driving off. Right. So we cut back to the estate, and I think the camera's going to open on Triz. What's going on? What are you doing?
So I'm trying to figure out a way to tell this person I've never met that her husband, who was my captain, has been dead for at least like a year and a half, slightly longer.
Yeah.
Almost
Between
2
a year and a
years.
half to 2 years.
Yeah, so almost 2 years. And this is not really the kind of conversation that she's good at or anything. So she's just kind of pacing back and forth, muttering, like, I'm sorry to inform, no, that's not, like just trying to figure out a good way to say, hey, your husband's dead.
Okay. I like that maybe you had let Bria or Bren know that you would like to speak with her. Mm-hmm. And so they kind of put you in this lounge area and they sent for her. And so you're like kind of waiting for her to arrive. You have the journal with you, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have is there anything else of the captains that you had, or I think that was pretty much it. Yeah. Okay. So as you're kind of pacing back and forth, trying to get the words right in your head, you hear a soft knocking at the door.
Come in.
And then the door kind of opens, and you see a beautiful middle-aged woman. She has black hair that flows down past her shoulders, and she kind of peeks her head in, and she goes, "Are you Triz?"
Yes, I am.
Okay. She's still standing in the doorway, kind of looking nervous. I am Teresa Final.
Yes, Miss Final, come in here, please.
Okay. She turns and she says something. Can't see what's going on, and then she turns and she shuts the door, comes in, and sits in this luxurious, beautiful leather chair across from you. The fireplace is crackling off in the background.
So,
They said that you had served with my husband, Tanan.
Yeah, he was my captain. He actually hired me to be the gunner, really. And I guess didn't serve under him for too long, but I was with him long enough to really just gain so much respect. And then there was this mission, and
were you with him on Alderaan?
Yeah, I was there. There were complications, and he just. I'm so sorry.
Why?
He just. He did not make it.
He died on Alderaan?
While we were escaping, he
How
he
did
just
I don't want to know.
I'm sorry.
You're sure that he's dead?
Yes.
And well, I guess why is it that his remains were never found or brought back? He served the Corellian military with distinction for some time. He deserves a hero's burial. He deserves a hero's funeral.
We tried. It's just in the heat of a battle, you sometimes you don't all get out of there.
She's crying, sobbing pretty audibly now, and the door nearby cracks open, and you see a kid peek in that looks a striking image of Tanan's son. He says, Mom? Is everything okay? She says, wait, I told you to wait, honey, please. Crifter, go sit down. And he kind of hesitates in the doorway, and you're taken aback by looking at him. And he kind of looks at you, and your eyes just lock for a moment, and he kind of pulls back and shuts the door.
How old is he?
He's probably 5, 6 years old.
That's your son?
Yes. And it's our son.
Yeah, he looks a lot like the captain.
Not a day goes by where I don't look at my son and see my husband's face reflected in his eyes.
I have this journal of his. I could never really read it very well, because it's in a old Corellian, I think, and
she starts crying pretty hard. She goes, he always took notes in that damn language.
I think that you should have it. It served me well. I'm sorry that I can't give you any more, but that was...
It's more than enough, thank you. Did he die well?
He died a hero. He died saving more people than you could possibly imagine. He helped us. We were captured, and he helped us. He helped us all. He helped a lot. He helped so many people. Like I said, I had the utmost respect for him. He was my captain.
No, it's fine. Damn it, Tanan, I wish you would have just helped yourself. Thank you. I have to go. I have to go. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for everything.
You're welcome. Please let me know if there's anything else that I can do.
She gets up and she storms away, and the door flies wide open, and you see her grab her son, and her son just kind of looks at you, and he looks up at her, and she's crying, and he looks at the book, and he's just asking her questions as she's walking away with him. Is that scene?
Yeah.
As you collapse into a chair. And just, yeah. Okay. I think with that exchange, we are going to call this a session for this week. So we will see you again for more Legacy of Ash next week.
Fucking droid cannon.
Droid cannon!
I've taken like 2 notes tonight.
Oh, fuck.
One of them is, who cares what a droid wants? I bet he didn't want that. And the other is, cause no trouble.
Here's what a droid wants. I bet he didn't want that. I bet he didn't want that. Was the perfect line to end that whole thing.
It was so terrible. You think this guy's a great guy, but he's just not.
He lost a lot of good men out in outer space recently. He needs to vent. Okay, he needs to decompress.
He does that by launching droids into the
Seriously,
ocean.
if you guys were having a bad day and you launched a droid out of a cannon, would that not bring a smile to your face?
He just so casually did it, though.
They had one on deck.
Yeah, he was already loaded. You never know when the Baron's gonna want to pull the trigger.
Get that service, get that gonk droid prepared. He's been a righteous bastard this whole week. Gonk. 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 He's going, he's gonk.
Oh.